Hi, my name is Roger and today I'm going to answer the questions of a viewer, Fluent RPG, who asked me the following. How to create a sample bank with samples with the same BPM. Also, how to sample tracks to a sample pad. I will also show you how to trim a sample to adjust the tempo map to have nice delays. We'll do some copying and, well, some other things, some other tips. Also, I will show you some mistakes I made. I didn't remove them just to learn from it. Well, here we go. This is the Roland SP-808 groove sampler and today I'm going to show you some things regarding sampling. I'm going to show you how to trim the sample, I'm going to show you how to copy the sample, and I'm going to show you how to add effects to samples. Also, I'll show you how to copy tracks to sample pad. So I've got here a dirty sample, which is not correctly looped. So first we're going to loop it. I go to trim, and then I'm going to search for the right end. But what I can do now is to calculate, I'm going to calculate the BPM of this sample. So what I do, I press hold. Now I do shift, tap, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it was around 136.1. So let's aim for 136. So we go to trim. I've got here in the screen 62.44. Now I'm going to change this one to this note. Now it says 124.88. So what I'm now going to do is search for 136 BPM because it should be around the 136 BPM. Okay, 136.01. Let's see. My God. Okay, this is the BPM of the sample. Cool. So 136.01. It's not starting at the right moment. So let's adjust it here also. Cool. Now I have to adjust the nth to 136. Cool. So this is it. Perfect. I got this one. So this one is done. So now I want to add effects to this sample and I want to have the samples on these pads. What I do first is, because I know it's 136 BPM, I will adjust my tempo map. So I go to Song, Tempo Map. I press this sample, this button, and it now asks if I want to change it to 136 and say yes. So now the BPM of the machine is based on this BPM. Why is this important? Well, I show you. Let's say we do an delay. Sounds terrible. So what we do now is effects edit, and I'm going to edit the delay. Let me show you the difference. I'm going to change it to tempo sync. So now the delay is in sync with the BPM, with the sample. So, okay, cool. So let's say I want to sample this delay with this sample on pad number 2. What I do, I go to sampling. Here I can choose between manual, levels, but also pad and also the play button. So let's say the pad button. Effect location needs to be on send return. So now I press sampling And now the SP-808 is waiting for me to press the button. So here we go. Now press stop on sampling. I turn off the effect here. This one should sound with delay. Without delay. With delay. Okay, nice. But I show you something. It stopped because I hit the start stop button to end sampling. So I have to create a loop again of this one. So I go to trim. But at this time I know it's 136 BPM. So I changed the BPM bass note. Now it's on 49 BPM. And if I go this one, it says 99. All I now have to do is change the length on the end. So I'm going to search for 136 BPM. 136 BPM. So that's it. Now also this sample should be looping right. And it's done. What I can do now, if I'm going to play live with the SP-808, I want to prevent that I will touch at the same time the same sample. So what I do, I'm going to change the parameters. I'm going to create a mute group. So I go to mute group. I say group 1, sample 2 is on group 1, and sample 1 is also on group 1. You can create 7 groups. So now I have both on group 1. What does it mean? I can't touch them at the same time. So this is how you create a mute group and how to resample with an effect. So what I'm now going to do is put these tracks on the track of the song. So what I do is shift step, select track, new phrase auto. I want to have it on track A. So I press here the status button and it's now ready for recording. I press this one and the step is measure. So every measure will be recorded. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I press stop. I go back. I put this on green and let's play. Now we hear the effect because the effect is here on. Okay, what I'm now going to do is put this one with the effect on track 2. So I do shift step. I press here the button to have it red. Now we see step is measure. Now we press the second sample button. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, done. We go back and we have now track 1, track 2. I open the volume. So okay, sounds terrible, but it's just an example how to put the samples on the track. So now I'm going to copy those 2 tracks to sample pad number 3. What I do sampling, and here I change from pad to the play button, which is this one. I have to put these on bounce. Bounce is orange. So I arm the sampler, and when I hit play, it's starting to sample on pad number 3. And I record 1 bar. 1, 2, 3. So just 1 bar. Now it should be here. Now I have to trim it. It's 122, so I change the end to 136 to have a clean sample, a clean loop, I mean. So this should be it. the clean sample, the dry sample, the effects, and the combined sample. Now I want to create more beats with the same BPM. What I do, I want to copy the clean one to another bank. I do shift, press the sample and clipboard. So it's copied now here. I choose, in this case, bank number 4. I can do several things. I'll press 4 now or go to 4 and then enter. Well, let's do it like this. I want to have the clipboard over here, number 16. So I press clipboard and 16. It says clip pad 16 override. Okay, yes. So now this sample is here. It's 136 BPM. And I've got here several samples with other BPMs. I go to the sample parameters and I see here 99, 55, 89. So, and this one is 136. So let's say I want to have all on 125. I want to have all on 125 based on this one. So what I do, those are the same. Cool. So I'm going to delete this one, enter, yes. So this one is free. This one is free. And I'm now going to stretch it. Stretch the sample. I do shift stretch. I choose this one. It needs to be matched with this one, and the sample has to go to 11. Okay, so I copied it now in bank 4 in this case. So now I want to create a complete new bank with beats with the same BPM. I want to have it based on this one. Okay, so what I do, I go shift stretch. My source is this one. I want to match the BPM of this one to the BPM of 13, and it needs to be copied to bank number 8, pad number 1. Okay, next one. This one I want to copy to bank number 8, pad number 2, based on number 13. Yes. Another one. Okay, this one to pad number 3, also based on bank 4 number 13, that sample. So here we go. So if I'm right, now on bank number 8 we should have 3 samples with the same BPM. Let's give it a try. Did I just copy the same one? Let's do it with another one. And this one. So I do shift stretch. My source is this one. It needs to go to bank number 8, pad number 3, based on number 13. So number 13. Yes. Exit. This one. Ah, that's the reason. Too much difference. Let's try this one. Override, yes. So give it another try. Bank number 8. 3 samples. Again, it sounds terrible, but just to show you how to create samples with the same BPM. So this way you can build your own sample pad with samples with the same BPM. And always match the tempo map. Yes. Okay, now it's matched. So when I use an effect, the effect is nice in sync. That's it.